The scene shifts and we are taken back a few days. We see Ronan and Ophelia talking. The vampire took out a potion and told Ronan that the shape-shifting potion is complete. She explained to our boy that the potion will only last for 30 minutes. She assured him that he will look exactly like Instructor Jaredon once he drinks the potion. Although the effect of the potion only lasts for a short time, Ophelia assured Ronan that the potion will allow him to fool the Blood's Hook members. Ronan accepted the potion with a smile on his face. Our boy knew that it would have been a bit tasking for Ophelia to make the potion. He thanked her for helping him. The vampire was not comfortable with Ronan going to the base if the Blood's Hook alone. She asked our boy if he will be fine. Ophelia reminded Ronan that the vampires of the Blood's Hook are over 100 years old. Ophelia already knows how strong Ronan is, but she did not feel comfortable with letting him go alone. She told our boy that she will go with him. Ronan stopped the girl when he heard this. He asked her to not think about following him. Our boy told the vampire that she might get into a troublesome position if she clashes with her clan. With a smile on his face, Ronan assured Ophelia that he will be fine. He told her that he cannot guarantee the safety of the vampires. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the entrance of the base. We see that Ronan has killed 3 among the 4 vampires at the entrance. The moment Ronan killed the men, the leader's head fell to the ground and rolled over to the 4th vampire. The vampire was horrified to see his leader's head on the ground. He immediately realized that the man that killed his leader was not Jaredon. Before the vampire could take a step, Ronan stretched out his hand and grabbed his head. Our boy grabbed the vampire's head and slammed him to the wall. He asked the man to shut up. Ronan forcefully opened the man's mouth. He placed his sword on the man's lips. The vampire began to tremble. With a horrifying smile on his face, Ronan asked the vampire to only speak the truth. He told him that he will tear him apart if he lies. The scene shifts and we see our boy walking inside the cave. Ronan was surprised to see that there were no traps inside the cave. He could not believe that the gatekeeper was telling the truth. He never expected the gatekeeper to be honest. Our boy felt bad that he actually killed the gatekeeper even though he was telling the truth. Unfortunately for the gatekeeper, he brought his death upon himself. While our boy was walking inside the cave, he noticed that the place had been redesigned as a temple. While Ronan was walking, he noticed something strange about the temple. Something about the temple felt familiar to him. Our boy wondered if it was because of the patterns on the walls and the atmosphere. Ronan got a sense of déjà vu. He was certain that he had seen the temple somewhere. While our boy was looking around, he got a scent of blood in the air. The moment Ronan smelled the blood, he snapped back to the present. Our boy remembered that he had more pressing matters to settle. After walking for a while, Ronan arrived at a giant door. Our boy was shocked to feel the aura which the door was given off. He did not like the intense rancid smell of blood that was leaking out of the room. As the door slowly opened, Ronan wondered about what the vampires were doing for there to be such a strong smell of blood. The moment the door opened, Ronan's eyes widened. He could not believe what he was seeing. Inside the room, our boy saw a vampire drinking blood from a hand that was cut off. Another vampire drank his blood in a glass while the others sucked the blood directly from the humans. A blond boy who appears to be the leader of the vampires welcomed Ronan to his place. He assumed that he was talking to Jaredon. He told our boy that he has worked hard for him to be able to reach the temple. Ronan did not respond to the vampire. He could only look at the room in horror. While holding a glass containing blood, the leader introduced himself as Zwei von Arnschtafel. Zwei told Ronan that he is the leader of the Blood's Hook. Zwei placed his glass down and apologized to Ronan for showing him an unrefined side of the organization. He told our boy that he came later than expected. Due to the fact that he was late, Zwei and other vampires decided to have a quick snack. Zwei asked Ronan if he wants to join them before they start the ceremony. Upon hearing Zwei's offer, Ronan snapped back to reality. Our boy noticed that all the humans are dead. He knew that it was too late to save anyone. He decided to focus on his original goal. He refused Zwei's offer and told him that he feels a little sick. Ronan looked around and asked Zwei about why a lot of his people came to join them for a single deal. Zwei asked our boy to not feel uncomfortable. He told Ronan that he has to bring people when facing incredible talent. He told our boy that it has been a long time since the entire members of the Bloodhook gathered for a meeting. He assured Ronan that the organization is very serious about the deal. Our boy was surprised to hear that all the members of the organization are in the room. Ronan told Zwei that he does not care as long as he gets the fresh blood essence. He asked the vampire to state his condition for the deal. With a smile on his face, Zwei told Ronan that his condition is simple. He asked our boy to accept a blood pact that puts his life at stake. He told him that the pact will allow him to become one of them. Our boy told the leader that he is crazy. He could not believe that Zwei was asking him to become his slave. Zwei shook his head when he heard what Ronan said. He told our boy that he will not be getting a lowly position with a crazy speed. Zwei appeared behind Ronan. He told our boy that he is offering him an opportunity to escape his lowly human body. He explained to our boy that he will be obtaining the honor that a human could never dare to dream of. Zwei places his hand on Ronan's hand. He revealed to him that the organization is going to bring a new wave to their clan. In order to do this, Zwei plans to completely overturn the older generation who are deep in pacifism. The insane vampire spread out his hand and told our boy that he is giving him the opportunity to stand at the forefront of such an historic moment. With a creepy smile on his face, the leader explained to Ronan that he will witness the moment as a proud warrior in the crusade for the revival of his kin. Zwei told our boy that he is offering him an honor that no human can dream of. Ronan glared at the leader. He told the insane vampire that he has lost his mind. Zwei laughed when he heard this. He believed that our boy could not understand his profound intentions because he is human. The leader activated his magic and took out the fresh blood essence. With a smile on his face, Zwei told Ronan that this is his only chance to obtain the fresh blood essence. The leader explained to our boy that he will never get another chance to get the fresh blood essence if the deal fails. This is because the fresh blood essence is a rare item that most vampires can never obtain. Upon seeing the mood in the air, Ronan realized that Zwei was never going to let him go if he declined the offer. He asked the crazy vampire if he will not allow him to go. Zwei commended our boy on figuring out his intentions. He told Ronan that he has an extraordinary intuition. The vampire walked back to his table and snapped his fingers. The moment he snapped his fingers, the other vampires in the room surrounded our boy. Zwei asked our boy if he will be able to think clearly now that he is surrounded. The leader told Ronan that he should not bother resisting. He revealed to our boy that the mana flow in the room is abnormal. Zwei believed that Ronan must have noticed this because he sees him as Jaredin. He explained to Ronan that the magic tools installed in the room are of superior quality. He told him that it will be difficult for him to use magic as long as he is human. He revealed to our boy that his core will be destroyed if he forcefully uses magic. If one's core is destroyed, one will not be able to use mana again. Zwei picked up his glass and asked Ronan to think positively. With a cocky look on his face, Zwei asked our boy if he wants his beloved wife to become as torn as the corpses on the ground. Two vampires moved closer to Ronan and got ready to subdue him. Zwei asked our boy to accept the pact. He assured him that it would be over in an instant. Ronan laughed when he saw how things had become. He called the vampires bastards and commended them on their preparations. Our boy took down his hood and told Zwei that there is no way for Jaredin to resist in such a situation. Zwei was surprised to hear this. The moment Ronan took off his hood, his face began to revert to its original form. With a confident smile on his face, Ronan told the leader that it is a relief that he came in place of Jaredin. Zwei did not understand what was going on. He asked our boy for his identity. He asked Ronan about how he was able to come to their temple. Before Zwei could ask any more questions, our boy drew his sword and tore the vampires that surrounded him apart. The leader was shocked to see this. He did not understand what was going on. Ronan told Zwei that his questions will not change the situation. Our boy took off the clothes on him. We see that Sita is on his shoulder. With a smile on his face, Ronan called Zwei and the other vampires mosquitoes. He asked the leader to shut up and stick out his tongue. Our boy told Zwei that today is Extermination Day. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 37 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.